Have you ever wanted or maybe even needed to manifest something fast? Then you are in the right place, because in this video, I'm going to show you the fastest way to actually manifest anything that you want. And this is proven to work, so make sure that you're actually ready to receive it. You can think of this sort of like your manifestation shortcut. And once you understand this, you'll be able to use this time and time again for each thing that you're manifesting. Here on my channel, I pride myself in making manifestation actually make sense without all of the confusion. So if you're going to be using and trying this out, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button below. It lets me know how many of you are watching and trying this out. And really quickly, if you're new here, I'm Mary Kate and I'm a mindset coach and manifesting expert focused on getting you transformational results. My whole channel is all about manifesting, the law of attraction with meditations and more, where I share the tools you need to get the results you want. I post brand new videos every single Wednesday, so be sure to subscribe and also hit that bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And also, sorry in advance, the next couple videos here on my channel are gonna have a little bit of construction noise. There's construction going on outside. I wish I could change it, but I can't. So enjoy the ambiance of construction. Now let's get into how to use this manifesting shortcut. And here's how I like to explain it. The fastest way from point A to point B would just be a straight line. But so often when it comes to manifestation and using the law of attraction, there is just so much conflicting and unnecessary information out there that instead of just going from point A to point B, you start moving towards point B, and then you question if you're doing it right, and then you start going backward, and then you try a million different techniques, and you end up going up and down and all over the place, instead of just taking the easiest and fastest way. So here is the real shortcut. This is the fastest way to move between where you're at right now and having what it is that you want. The fastest way that you can manifest anything, the way that you can get there the easiest, is through your unwavering ability to be certain of it and let that certainty actually guide you. Some of you might be sitting there saying, what does that mean? So let me explain this, because this is really, really important when it comes to manifesting literally anything. Most of the time when you're trying to manifest something, it's usually out of want or need, or maybe even desperation that you really, really need something. And you are so focused on the lack of it that this lack of it is actually what's fueling your manifesting. And that ends up being what's guiding you. I mean, really look back and start to notice, because you will be able to kind of see the patterns that you've been repeating in your own manifesting. And here's how these patterns sort of play out, where maybe you want something, so you try some techniques and maybe no results. So then you try harder, or you do more, or you push harder, or maybe you even get frustrated at the fact that no results have shown up yet. And that right there kind of keeps you in this endless cycle of trying over and over again, which then makes you even start to question if any of this even works. You might even start to doubt yourself or feel frustrated. But do you see the problem with that? You are being fueled by the lack of it, which is making you go up and down and back and forth and all over the place. Whereas instead, if you had just simply decided what you want and allowed certainty to fuel you, it would actually put you straight on that path towards getting it. Fully trust and know that it's possible, and then you can move forward. Because that certainty will actually put you right on the path without you even realizing it. And I encourage you to be stubborn in it. I want you to be unwavering in this certainty, where no matter what things look like, no matter what circumstances come up, that you have this deep sense of certainty and that knowing that it will all work out for you in the best possible way. I'm telling you, this one thing right here will change your entire life, hands down. I have lived it. I know this to be true, and I have taught thousands of people how to get into this really beautiful sweet spot of becoming unwaveringly certain in the outcome that they want. Because here is the most important thing that you need to know about manifestation. You actually manifest the circumstances, not the thing. You manifest everything lining up and coming together for you to receive this thing that you want. That's what you're manifesting. Because the things that you want already exist. You don't need to manifest it existing. It already exists. You know that because you're aware of it and you want it. But what you're manifesting is the circumstances for it to show up for you. All of the people, places, events, circumstances, all of it coming together so that you can have this in your own reality. You can have what you want. And when you let that certainty be your North Star, it will actually, like I said, put you on the path to where everything is coming together in ways that you couldn't have ever even imagined. But you get in your own way when you approach manifesting from a place of lack or desperation or trying so much or overcomplicating it. So make it simple. Decide that it's yours, and that decision and that certainty will give you the direct path to receiving it. It's almost like giving you the exact directions to where you need to go. So what is the best way that you can actually shift into this certainty so that you can manifest quickly? It's easy to say, yeah, shift into certainty. But here's the actual best way that I like to approach it. To shift into certainty, you have to notice and let go of any of the limiting beliefs that you're holding on to. And that means anything that feels hard or impossible or not likely, or any beliefs that you're holding on to that are preventing you from having this thing that you want. And if you're really honest with yourself, there's a lot. Everybody has them. It's not just you. I have them too. But this is really the deep inner work that once you do this part, once you kind of clear and identify this resistance, these blocks, these beliefs that you hold, once you acknowledge this deep inner work, you can literally manifest anything and everything so quickly. I find one of the most effective ways to kind of see where you're at and where your limiting beliefs are around whatever it is that you're trying to manifest is through writing out a list. And if you watched my other video on manifesting in 3 days or less, that but list is a great place to start. And if you haven't watched that and you have no idea what I'm referring to, be sure to watch that video next. I'm gonna go ahead and link it up here and I'll link it down below. But this will kind of help you kind of learn how to make that list and find your resistance. So again, watch that after this. And I know that typically in manifesting, you're taught to write out the positive stuff and think positive thoughts. But what nobody's telling you is that it's equally, if not more important, to get clear on what's in your way. It's hard to get ahead when you have a giant boulder sitting on top of you, all of this resistance you're holding onto. So getting clear on what you actually believe to be true right now so that you can change your mind and then shift into that certainty of having it. Manifestation is not as surface level as it's been being taught. So if you've been kind of like spinning your wheels and you're feeling frustrated, I think that this will really help. It's the deeper level work that creates the bigger shifts and the bigger shifts quickly. It's that certainty and being unwavering in that certainty, like I said, that will put you on the direct path to having what you want. And really, so often when people try to manifest something, they end up giving up the second that their reality or their circumstances tell them otherwise. But you have to be so stubborn in your certainty that it doesn't even matter what happens. And that right there is where you will start seeing real results and experiencing all that is possible. I'm telling you, try it out for yourself. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and also hit that bell notification so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. You can also find me over on Instagram and TikTok and Threads at MK Magic Mindset. And if you want to learn more about me, my programs, how to work with me, and more, you can visit my website at mkmagicmindset.com, and I will see you in the next one.